Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome to Quick Shot Reviews, the dedicated movie channel for Cheap Shot Entertainment. I am Luke of Cheap Shot Entertainment, and this is my thoughts on Black Widow, starring the delectable Scarlett Johansson. But can she save this film that is literally being plucked out of nowhere? Join me to find out. In the meantime, make sure you click that subscribe button and like the video, share it with your friends, and ring that notification bell, because, you know, ding ding and all that kind of stuff. Starting to sound like the Crazy Frog. That is a reference from 2000. Some of you won't even be old enough to remember that. Let's get on with the video. So, Black Widow was released in 2021 to much fanfare and was directed by Kate Shortland. It is following the Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, and confronts darker parts of her past without actually ever exploring them. I think this could have gone a lot deeper than it did, but it didn't, and that's what made it really not quite as good as everyone seems to think it is. Anyway, pursued by a force that will stop at nothing to change her back to her old ways, Natasha must deal with her history as a spy. This is not a spy movie, by the way, as much as people tell me it is. It is definitely not a spy movie. And the broken relationships left in her wake. Happens somewhere in between the Avengers and something else. I didn't really pay much attention because I was so bored during this film. It stars, like I said, Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff, Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, David Harbour as Alexei, Rachel Weisz as Melina, and Ray Winstone doing a really bad Russian accent with a slight twang of Cockney, playing Dreykov, who likes to control women. Really? You couldn't think of any better thing to do than have a domestic violence backstory? I mean, come on. I mean, it's not quite, but I mean, planting chips in the back of the necks or the heads of women so you can control them. It's just not cool, man. Right, seriously. You know, this one, it just lacks the charm of the Avengers. It's laugh occasionally funny with the comic relief in Alexei, but apart from that, it's just not funny. It's not entertaining. I don't know how you can go wrong with Scarlett Johansson in a catsuit and big explosions, but Kate Shortland certainly sold this one short. I think they were plucking it out of thin air. They're trying to milk the cash cow of Marvel over at Disney, and it's just not working. They are bringing in characters. Obviously, you know, the Black Widow is well known from the Avengers movies anyway, and well loved. But there's a more backstory to explore with Natasha Romanoff than they did here, and I think they missed a trick doing the basics, putting in a origins story of Natasha Romanoff and not exploring it. You know, that's the big thing, and really just, you know, just trying to milk everything they can. I mean, the next one that they're bringing out as well, really plucked from obscurity. I've never heard of that superhero before. But then I'm not a huge comic book fan. Just know that I like comic book movies and everything that goes with it, really. But this one of those rare moments where I fall asleep in a cinema. Yes, I was tired, but this movie did nothing to keep me awake. Absolutely nothing. It was neither spy nor action or anything else. I felt like this one was more of a family drama with a little bit of explosion and stuff thrown in, and quite awkward dialogue at times. But you know, that's, I mean, when I say that's Disney, no, that's not Disney. I don't know where Disney are even going these days, because they're just bringing out rubbish. I mean, it's live action, not live action versions of their animated movies, which are 10 times better than the live action versions, and they just do it shot for shot and word for word. Then you've got Cruella, which is an absolutely awesome film. Check out the review on that one. Also Disney, but it's given its own spin on a Disney classic. And then you've got the Marvel series. This one is not good, in my opinion. I know people will disagree with me on that, and that is your opinion, but this is mine and this is my channel. This film, avoid it. Watch something else. There is plenty of Marvel movies that you can sink your teeth into that will entertain you 10 times more than this one. And that is my final verdict for quick shot reviews on Black Widow in 2021. If you disagree with me, get on social media on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. If you agree with me, do the same thing. Get on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. You can also follow me on Letterboxd as well. Don't do many reviews on there unless I feel strongly about them. Either way, maybe this one is going to be one of those. It will certainly garner some attention, if nothing else. And with that, that is my thoughts. I will see you next time, Cheap Shot Nation, on Quick Shot Reviews. Goodbye.